Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
I love dogs any kind. It really doesn't matter at all. Short, fat, skinny or tall. It really doesn't matter at all. Long hair, short hair, hey, no hair at all. Playing, eating, sleeping, or just fetching a ball. 'Cause I love dogs any kind. I love dogs, I love dogs. I love dogs. Hi, folks, and welcome to Dog Talk. We are having such a good time today. I hope that you will enjoy the show because we have been introduced to so many great animals that are going to be on the show today. I'm excited. And I would also like to introduce my co-host, Ted McGuire. How are you?
I am doing wonderful.
And this is Duke. We had Duke on the show last week, and he was such a good boy, I invited him back.
He's tuckered out from a good round of wrestling.
There you go. Duke is just such a wonderful, wonderful dog. And speaking of wonderful, I'm going to toss this over to Sean Welch, who is going to tell us about a Coton de Tulier.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Well, today we have another exciting segment for you for the Dog of the Week, and I have Deborah and Kara Drury, and they have brought in a Coton de Tulier. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dog here?
This is Nelson. He is 7 months old.
7 months. Wow, wow. How did you get Nelson?
Just researching. My dad and my sister are allergic, and they are low-shedding dogs. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, they are very wonderful breed to have for people who do have allergies, and you brought out a great point. That is, it's very important to make sure you research the breeds so you know what works best for you. What qualities do you admire about Nelson?
Just they're really loyal, and they just like to stick by you, and they're smart and intelligent.
Very loyal, and he's very quiet here, and it looks like he's able to calm down when you need him to calm down. Are you familiar with the history of the Coton?
I know that something like a ship and
yes,
sank or something.
Actually, the Coton de Tulier is named after the city in Madagascar named Tulier, and it was back in the 16th and 17th century a pirate's haven. And they're not sure if they first started working with these dogs to help them with the rats on their pirate ships, or if they just wanted some companion for the long ship rides. But that's how they came to be known as the national dog in Madagascar. And what would you like people to know about Nelson here if they were looking for the Coton?
Like I said, they're just really loyal and
really loyal, really friendly.
I love them. They're just so playful, and they can be quiet when you want them to be and calm, and then they can be really happy.
And Deborah, anything that you'd like to add?
I have great hopes that he's going to really do good in agility. So he's starting the basic training for agility.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Kara and Deborah, we do have this gift card that I'd like to present you with. It's a $100 gift card to A1 Pet Emporium. And that way you can go ahead and get Nelson some treats, but we didn't want to leave him out, and we also have a bag here that we'd also like to give to you and Nelson, and it's full of treats and goodies here, something that he can play around with when he gets excited, and want to thank you for coming out today. So,
thank you.
Folks, wonderful dog here, a Coton de Tulier, Nelson. Thank you again.
Well, I can't pronounce that, but if I ever do have a pirate ship, that's the dog to take care of the rat problem.
Well, so and it is also a wonderful companion, and I will tell you that Deborah is right. These dogs do make good sporting dogs. Well, that too. I imagine boar hunting would be a great one for them. Aboard a pirate ship would work, and definitely agility. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Gayla Schlasher. You're a good girl.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4, We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
Nestled in the mountains of northwest Arkansas, minutes from Eureka Springs, is Spider Creek Resort. Secluded on 50 acres, our cabins from studios to 3 bedrooms all have fully equipped kitchens and outdoor grills. Spider Creek is a home away from home for families, fishermen, and groups of all sizes. Enjoy hiking, float the crystal clear waters of the White, or fish for trout. Our full-service fly shop will address all your equipment, food, and beverage needs. Spider Creek Resort, your home in the mountains.
We get it. Your time equals money. And if you can't get to work, you can't get paid. Why would you want to stay all day at a dealership? We hear you loud and clear, Oklahoma. Now you can shop from work or home. Just visit us at thekeyonline.com and complete our easy online application. It usually takes about 15 minutes. Once you're approved, you can select your vehicle from our online inventory and we'll have it waiting for you. And don't worry about bad credit financing. We do that too. The Key. Cars, loans, life.
KSBI is bringing wildcard auditions to the Penn Square Mall Center Court July 19th from noon to 5 p.m.
Ace of Spades.
We're looking for people who'd like to win a shopping spree to Bob Mills Furniture, or dinner at Charleston's, Pearls, or a lot of other great prizes. Be part of KSBI's fast-paced game show, Wildcard.
Is an instant winner. Our first one of this game.
Watch Wildcard weeknights at 6:30 and midnight, only on MyKSBI. And come to the contestant auditions at Penn Square Mall July 19th.
Join the conversation on Facebook with Dog Talk after the show. Like the page and upload your pictures for a chance to appear on an episode.
Last week and this week too, we were visiting shelters. And I had to go down to Moore because Gayla Shesher is a friend of mine and she is the director down there. And we wanted to kind of visit it and find out how things were after the tornado. Today I've also included Natasha, how are you, from good. Bella Foundation. Hi. It's so good to see you, and Barbara Lewis from Hi. New Leash. 3 of us went down to visit you, and Eric McCune came with us at that time. And now he sent the beautiful lady here, I can see. He said, oh, I just can't do the TV thing again. I'm going to send somebody else. I'm glad he sent Natasha.
Thank you.
So at any rate, everyone has met Ted McGuire, who is our co-host. And Ted's very dog-oriented. But we went down to Moore to see the shelter. We wanted to visit to find out about it. So we took some tape. Would you like to see that?
Yes.
All right. You know, I decided recently to visit a few of our animal shelters and kind of check them out. So I invited my friend Eric McCune from Bella and Barbara Lewis. Barbara, how are you? I think everybody knows you. You've been on the show so many times. But you know, I felt it was kind of time for this kind of thing because after the tornado last year, there have been a lot of changes and a lot of destruction. And I wanted to kind of find out how people were handling it through the shelters. So we're down here at Moore Animal Shelter. Gayla Shesher, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
How many does it hold, your shelter?
Our shelter can only hold 30 dogs and about 10 to 12 cats maximum.
Wow. Now this is Moore, Oklahoma.
Yes.
You have a pretty big population here.
Yes.
And with Norman on one side and Oklahoma City on the other, you get a lot of dogs.
We do.
And a lot of cats, I would imagine.
So the city has grown and the shelter has not grown.
Correct. Exactly.
Well, you know, I noticed that in Norman they're building a new animal shelter. Theirs was pretty small too.
Yes.
So maybe that would, maybe that's a possibility. Obviously, there's a need there. I thought maybe we might get a tour of the shelter. Is that possible?
Yes, that'd be possible.
All right. Well, where shall we start?
We could start right there in the little small dog room, and then we can work our way around.
The little barky dogs.
Yes.
I bet there are a few of them. A narrow hall of cages filled with precious, hopeful faces. Eric gave a little guy named Chewy some attention and a bit of encouragement. I told Gayla to continue our tour before Barbara, Eric, and I committed to a quick adoption process of a couple pets that we found so appealing.
Okay, from there we can go in here to the larger dog room.
Okay.
Which we still have some smaller dogs in.
Barbara commented on the fans, which were used to cool these larger dog kennels.
So did they ever have an opportunity to go outside? I mean, the dogs here obviously have little...
Yeah, some of these have indoor-outdoor runs, We have very small pens that they're put out in while we're cleaning, but they don't ever really get the opportunity to run and exercise. We do have a small amount of volunteers that come out and help walk occasionally. Our hours are sometimes difficult for people.
So they all have to be walked rather than being free to have that little bit of freedom.
They're not able to be free to express dog behavior.
So do you have an area that would be suitable for that sort of thing?
We do have an area in the back of the property that we could probably do fence off eventually. So I can show you that area.
Okay.
So you can see what that
Yeah, I'd like to see everything.
And this is the area that they gave us once they took the yard away when the water treatment facility was being built. They took a lot of our area from there, from us, and this was the fence they put up.
Ah.
So
So this is your play yard.
this is what we have for a yard.
So all of this area is yours
Yes.
to do with?
Yes.
Yeah, this is big.
What a great area for a meet and greet. If someone comes up to adopt a dog,
Exactly.
they can take their dog out, play with the dog.
Great
It
point.
could serve
Yeah.
multiple purposes.
Well, we thank you, Gayla. This has been a good tour and a lot of information for us.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it.
Well, I found it very enlightening for a lot of reasons. But this was built when?
In 1988, it was just opened up right before the '99 tornado.
That's a lot of years.
Yes.
It's about time for a new one, don't you think? I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, I understand. But I found the kennels close, a little too close for my preference. The area that had the fans in it was also close. And of course, the main thing was that, as you said, there was no place for the dogs to get out and walk. They had to be walked by hand. Natasha, I wish that you had been with us. Have you ever been down to the Moore Animal Shelter?
I have been down to the Moore Animal Shelter, and I wish you guys had some more room because I know you guys have a ton of dogs.
Well, it was built for 30 dogs, animals, and it's always overloaded. And this is the thing that it's about time. Maybe we can put a bug in the ear of the city council down there. I mean, that's a very big town. I mean, they could do that, right? So actually, we were thinking about it between Eric McCune and Barbara and I. We decided you should have those play yards. So we are going to give you some funds to make that happen. Here's one from me.
Wonderful.
There's one from...
And this is behalf of the Bella Foundation.
The Bella Foundation.
And behalf of the New Leash on
New
Life.
Leash on Life.
Thank
This
you all
is
so
about
much.
$4,000, and we hope that you can get that playpen. And when you do have these yards, and as Eric had suggested, maybe dividing them so that you have two, when you get them, we're going to come down and video that and just watch these dogs having a good time. Do you think that'll help?
I think that will help immensely.
What else is needed down there besides the space and renewing?
We need more volunteers. There's never enough volunteers with any organization, so if anybody's interested, we can certainly use more volunteers.
Absolutely. And Eric has told me that he has gone on his Facebook, and there were 2 or 3 little dogs down there that he placed on his Facebook. He told me he got about 20,000 views from that. So he's going to kind of help you with the Facebook thing, too. And I have a friend named Michelle Sechrist. She said she would help. So we need to get the word out. We need more volunteers. Guys down in Moore, come on. Go down and volunteer at this shelter. They definitely need you. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
From Bella and Barbara with New Leash. This is a good thing that we're doing. I feel good about it. Do you?
I do.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a little pet aid, CPR, things like that.
Want to learn all about raising a kitty or how to socialize your dog? We're here to help. New Leash Companion Animal Center offers facilities for sporting events, no-cost pet bathing, spay, neuter, and vaccination clinics with a huge database of animal resources, including dogs trained for special needs. New Leash Companion Animal Center is the best resource for all animal-related issues. Your Animal Information Station.
OSU Center for Veterinary Health Sciences means education, research, and service. The Veterinary Hospital and Disease Diagnostic Lab are here to serve you. Treating all species, the hospital offers many veterinary medical services. The Diagnostic Lab helps veterinarians identify and treat diseases. The only veterinary college in Oklahoma, OSU veterinarians are practice ready because healthy animals equal healthy people.
Did you know there's a new revolutionary way to shop and save online? Happy Bid Day, the web's trusted source for exciting auction shopping. Yes, you can score brand new factory sealed products like laptops, tablets, big screen TVs, gift cards, tools, appliances, jewelry, and much more at incredible discounts. The future of online shopping is here at happybidday.com. Imagine paying $48.20 for an HD TV. How about a 10-inch tablet for just $30.45 or a top-of-the-line espresso machine for just $10.50? Sounds amazing? You better believe it. Unlike traditional auctions, there is never a reserve, and auctions open at $1, giving you incredible discounts on your favorite products. What are you waiting for? You can save like I did. Join the fun and start saving. Happy Bid Day offers a Bid Till You Win program, buy at auctions, and money-back guarantee. New customers use the promo code below and get 50 bonus bids. Go to happybidday.com today and let's go bidding.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Recently on one of our shows, we had the Edmond Fire Department in, whom they were talking about a new kind of resuscitation for animals who were in smoke and inhalated a lot of different problems. So we had so many calls about it, and the Heartland CPR was here at that day. You were here, Devin, as a matter of fact, at Devin Davis, and you are with Heartland, and you happened to be there that particular time, and we did a kind of a quick thing. And I got so many calls that said, what was this about? And we'd like to see more of it. So we invited you back. So you brought your own dog instead of using my Max. I see you've got one. What is this one's name?
This is Hercules.
Hercules. And Hercules is in trouble here.
Yes. Basically, what you'll want to do is you'll want to verify that there is no breathing on the dog, which you can feel just by physically touching the chest. Then you will also check the pulse, which will be where the groin meets the inner thigh.
Okay, so right under here you check the pulse to see the rate, the heart rate. Is that right here?
And in this case, there is no breathing and there is no pulse. So you'll want to administer CPR. By doing that, you will first lay the dog on its right side with the left side facing up. Then you'll want to straighten out the neck as straight as possible. You'll want to give 2 rescue breaths. Oh, so I'm sorry, you'll hold the mouth shut.
And are you breathing into the mouth here?
You're breathing into the nose. You seal the mouth, and if it's a smaller dog, you can actually place your entire mouth over their snout.
Okay. Now this, is, of course, would be without the
Yeah, this is actually his lungs. The mask itself is actually his lungs inside of his body.
Okay.
Here.
So this is what you would see, and you press your hands to close the mouth and breathe through the nose.
Absolutely.
Into the nose. Okay. So how many times do you do that?
You give 2 breaths.
Okay.
Then you will find where the elbow meets the chest, and then depending upon the size of the dog, you can, it will be either a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches depth, but you will give 15 compressions.
Okay.
And that is to the beat of Staying Alive, so that'll kind of help you remember it.
Staying Alive? Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And then you'll do that for about a minute. Check the pulse and check the breathing again to see if the dog is breathing on their own. And keep in mind, this is all while you're en route to the vet as well.
So actually what you're doing, if the dog collapses, you get in a panic mode, you say, get the car, You put the dog, what, on the back seat or something?
Any flat surface that you can
Any
find.
flat surface?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a small dog, you use a cookie sheet even, something that'll keep it sturdy.
Okay, so then you start administering this kind of help for the dog while you're going to the vet.
Absolutely.
So somebody must call the vet. You know, the thing that occurred to me, even when we had the fireman on earlier, is that in a panic kind of feeling, you forget all these things. So it's a good thing to have a plan, right? So let me ask you then, Dr. Stacy, should you practice something like this with your dog, or could you?
Probably not a very good idea.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this on a dog where you feel a pulse. It would be detrimental to their heart rate.
Okay.
So it's best to go to a class or to practice on a stuffed animal or a dummy like this.
Yeah, I can see that. So you all have classes for these things, don't you?
Absolutely. We went live at the beginning of June.
So how do they find you?
Well, they can go to our website, heartlandcpr.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Pinterest even, so you can find us pretty much anywhere. I believe we'll be the top search if you search Pet CPR Oklahoma City.
All right.
So.
That would be a really good idea.
Yeah, it would be a great idea. My point being, don't try this yourself. You know, it's not a game.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not a fun thing to do. It's an emergency situation. So children should never practice anything like this, or adults either. You should definitely just pay attention to your dog. So Dr. Stacy, how would a dog get in this position? How would we know if the dog is out there in the backyard and just lying there? You should check.
They could have gotten some water and drowned. They could have been in the pool. You pull them out. They don't have a pulse.
Yeah.
They could have ingested something that is blocking their airway. You can also turn them upside down and do the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah.
And
but in a case like
pulse,
this, then you need to you get in the car and you go. Somebody calls. Excellent. Well, we appreciate it so much, and this is Heartland CPR for the pets, and you can go online. Take this training, folks. It would be a wonderful thing for everybody because you just never know. You never know. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Dr. Stacy about some first aid.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
Tired of those hot, sticky nights? Fed up with flipping your pillow? If you feel like you're on fire, you need Chillo, the new pillow pack that transforms your pillow into a Chillo. Look, regular pillows get hot quickly, but Chillo brings soothing cooling to your head. The secret is Soothe Soft technology, water-cooled memory foam. He likes the room hot, she likes the room cold. Chillo cradles you in comfort, so you'll feel like you're in a cool oasis.
I've been experiencing hot flashes and night sweats, but with Chillo, it's instant cool, instant relief, and it's wonderful.
Chillo is the perfect cool compress for headaches, backaches, or foot pain. Ultra Suede Chillo lets you chill out in total relaxation. Now order the Chillo for just $12.99. Call now and get a second Chillo as a bonus. Just pay separate processing and handling. You get 2 Chillos for just $12.99 plus processing and handling. So call now.
To order, call 1-800-458-8172. That's 1-800-458-8172. Or visit Chillo.com.
Choctaw Nation Career Development Program is changing lives of Choctaw tribal members nationwide. Our client success stories prove how providing career guidance, employment services, and funding for tuition helps Choctaws and their families better their lives. Find out how career development can help you change your career and your life. Become our next success story. Contact us today at 866-933-2260 or at ChoctawCareers.com.
Watch The Tim McCarver Show this Saturday at 6:30 on MyKSBI.
Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
Dog Talk is taped before a live studio audience. To be a part of the fun, send an email to dogtalk@ksbitv.com or call 405-470-0993.
So we have learned about our CPR methods and what to do, and it occurred to me that we probably ought to throw a little first aid in there. I see you brought a whole bag full of first aid tools.
Yeah, we do have pet first aid kits available.
So you can actually buy one of these yourself?
Absolutely.
And it contains what?
Oh, it's got pretty much everything you would need in the event of an emergency. We've got emergency water, so should you be out hiking with your dog. We've got blankets, ice packs, scissors should you need to trim some fur around an injured area. I mean, all sorts of things. A temporary leash.
That's important in case you lose one. And
sure.
Or if another dog,
anything can happen.
That your dog gets in a fight with another dog.
Exactly. And I am so glad that you brought this, because I have been trying to kind of research this kind of thing, because we do shows on camping and hiking and this sort of stuff. This is wonderful for this, because you have all sorts of emergency things in there.
Yeah.
So can they get one through then Heartland CPR?
Absolutely.
All right. So they go online to the website and pick one up, or you
They can actually give us a call for if they're wanting that specifically, and they can email us at contact@heartlandcpr.com, and we can do that.
They just say the pet bag or what?
The pet first aid
pet
kit.
first aid kit. There you go.
And it's good for humans too, right? I mean, I'm a pretty clumsy guy when I go camping. If I fall down a hill, I might need that.
You may need that
Especially the
leash. You
leash.
never know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you never know.
So, okay, so Dr. Stacy, tell us if say we're out camping and doing that sort of thing, but what about snake bites? This time of year, of course, here we have rattlesnakes, we've got copperheads, we've got all kinds. What can you do with a snake bite?
Well, first you can do preventative measures. There is a rattlesnake vaccine that you can have administered to your dog. A lot of veterinary clinics in town carry them. They get one, and 4 weeks later they have to get a booster, and then
Does
yearly
that last for a year then?
It lasts for a year, and then they just get a yearly booster.
Is there any other vaccine for any of the other
There's
snakes?
not another vaccine for any other, like a water
Well,
moccasin or
of course, the rattlesnakes give you a little bit of warning, but they are pretty aggressive.
Right.
Now, can I get a rattlesnake vaccine? Is that allowed?
We could try it out on you.
I could probably get one. I'll tell you that.
Give him one just in case. So what if we have, like, for poisoning and stuff like that?
For poisoning?
How would you identify if your dog came in? What are the symptoms of that?
Of poisoning, they would be having seizures, they would be dull and lethargic.
Foaming at the mouth?
Foaming at the mouth.
What should you do?
If you're at home and you think your dog has eaten some pills, gotten into some rat bait, something inappropriate, best way to do it, if you think it's within the hour, or eaten grapes, which are toxic, or raisins, best thing to do if it's within an hour, if you know, is to give them hydrogen peroxide and make them vomit.
And I'll tell you, when I was a kid, we actually saved my dog's life. My dog had eaten a whole bowl of Hershey's Kisses with the wrappers on.
Oh, wow.
And we found out it was hydrogen peroxide and saved my dog's life.
It'll make them, and then they need to be seen by a veterinarian.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but doing that is...
Yeah, excellent. Well, we hope that we have answered some of the questions from you guys who have called in and emailed me. This kind of thing is very important because
there is a rattlesnake anti-venom also that the emergency clinics
but do
carry.
Emergency? Okay, well that's good.
I believe a couple of the emergency clinics do have that, and they can administer that if the dog has been bitten.
Well, we thank you so much for coming. You too, Kevin, thank you so much for coming and bringing all of this information. Ted, thank you as usual.
Thank you to Hercules.
Thank you to Hercules for participating. He's a good boy.
He'll be okay.
I know it. Yeah. My dog Max, the zebra doodle, was kind of offended he didn't get to play too, but this is a good dog for that. You guys take care. We will see you next week. We thank you so much for listening in. We hope there's been something kind of informative about the show. And if you have emails or something you want to send, please do that. It's dogtalk@ksbitv.com. Thanks again, guys. My thought for this day is, remember, dogs are great judges of character. Think about it. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, he is just precious. Isn't he precious?